Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Company Rose 2 Spearhead mod replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the somewhat AFK Wehrmacht player. There it goes. We got Monstrum. Sometimes the loading screen can sort of linger a little bit. On the top right screen side as the British forces, we have Kicheung?
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Kicheung? I have no idea. Let's say it's similar to like my own mod where you just simply get rid of all the extra structures. I wonder, does that mean they mainly get built, or do they get task built? Because I had a task built for mine. Drone Pioneers are sprinting on forward, trying to capture some more sectors, playing down some sandbags. We've got some Royal Sappers right here. Royal Engineers sections, I should say. He has not selected a doctrine just yet, and we do got a doctrine over here. We do have the, what's it called? Not that structure. The like division, assault mechanized. So we do have some grenadier division grenadiers. Well, that's probably not really the proper name for them. But that's the best thing I can actually call them like that.
Grenadier squad is ready.
Now the Grenadier squad has been called on in. I also got some Volks Grenadiers, or no, that's still the same Grenadiers. They just don't have the icon when building them. Sappers pushing the way forward. You got multiple sets of sandbags being pulled out by the Brits. And we got sandbags being pulled out by the Volks Grenadier, or the Grenadiers as well.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad.
Pioneers engaging the Sappers at close range. Frag grenade immediately thrown. Good frag throw there. Does fall back and voided, and we do have now the rifle section pushing way forward. Not infantry section, rifle section. Same difference. And looks like he's going for a Vickers medium machine gun. And now we do have, looks like the Grenadiers now pushing way forward, trying to displace these Sappers. There are two windows firing on the side. No, just one window. But makes it probably not that great. And now we got the section over here has been upgraded with something. Was he selected the Royal Tank Regiment? So these guys are called armored rifles, armored division sections. Over here we got the Grenadiers advancing forward, do some heavy cover. Not any capture point up there. We got the multiple Grenadiers advancing forward. The intersection does move through this heavy cover there as the Sapper squad is engaging at long range. The Grenadier squad does fall back. We do have... Oh, I heard a grenade. Nope. Oh, yeah, there was a grenade thrown. These Grenadiers have abandoned that heavy cover right up there. Rifle sections are advancing forward. And I do see a Vickers machine gun right there. And over here, we do got a Kugelwagen with an MG42. Base bunker is getting some suppression there. This map is designed around regular normal play ranges rather than long ranges, so some of these points are covered by the base MGs. Good damage there onto that structure. And ooh, that guy's so wounded. He needs to fall back. Oh, he's going to take time to throw a frag. Does fall back. And he made the gun down. He's sprinting forward. Fired a volley there and does get gunned down. So we got two Vickers machine guns here, and this one has a little lock symbol. He has the ambush tactics, so they are camouflage.
We're losing a capture point.
But it looks like the defense crews are actually still firing. Does that get suppression there? MG42 getting a nice flank there onto the MG, but the defense crews are getting some good damage right there. But it does get suppressed and pinned there.
A capture point
You can't really see it because this icon is blocking that. It does go down to the tank hunter section with a boy's AT rifle, and the Vickers didn't take a whole lot of damage there, so that'd still be in good position. And it's locking down the map with multiple MGs. He's going to need to build out Grenade Warfare. He's getting Battle Phase 1, so he has to deploy out some sort of asset.
Our
headquarters has been improved. We can now build light mechanized infantry.
We're here and ready.
I say maybe it's a bad idea to actually push forward for the MG. Sure, you want to grab the fuel point. But I probably would have just camped the heavy cover right there. Keep a nice solid defense position, though then again, after you fire your MG fires, you want to reposition it because you're going to assume your opponent can pull out some sort of counter to it. This is grenade warfare. We do have now the, what's it called, the Tier 1 structure being built. It seems a little less fancy than I remember. Even less fancy than my own mod. Sure, there's nobody manned the howitzer itself, but I don't know why. It just seems like there's less there. All because the deformation action's not there. So there's no, like, the terrain underneath it. You know how if you build a structure, it can alter the terrain under it to match it a little bit? Such as the, let's just say a crater. That's a deformation action. Grenadiers are advancing forward. Does find some hits there onto the thickers. Here, officer, but I see. Oh, it's a Bren carrier with officer in the back of it. Armored section, rifles, down to 2 members. Grenadier squad does fall back for 3 members. And we do have an MG-42 now deployed on out, suppressing the sapper, and the sapper is quite wounded. Oh, he may lose it. He's pretty close to losing it, and does lose it right there. So far the Brits have lost 2 squads. Now we do have the lieutenant advancing forward. Grenadiers behind some great heavy cover right there. I'm getting some good damage there.
Mechanized assault group's commander.
Mechanized
assault group awaits your order to deploy, commander.
So you can deploy mechanized assault groups now.
Panzer grenadiers standing
And
by.
looks like he is getting forward reinforcements from this universal carrier.
Infantry firing at us.
Pretty sure, nope, it's sort of stalled out there. He needs to activate an ability, right? Not withdrawal. Maybe ability that's hidden. Withdrawal orders? The unit is order retreat, useful to sending troops back to base. So it has a retreat order? Huh. That's sort of interesting. The Bren carrier has a retreat command, a custom retreat command. That's a custom retreat command. Why not just use the actual built-in retreat feature? Infrastructure does has been upgraded with a pair of Sten guns. Very nice. Maybe it has a retreat order does not go back to forward retreat points. Why this is a bit more of a custom retreat order. Just me thinking probably a bit too much into this. Got a 3-inch mortar barrage being cast by the officer. You can see right here. I believe the mortar, even the smoke rounds do damage in this game, as you see the more explosive effect there.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And the lieutenant is capturing up that point. I probably should not look at the smoke barrages because that tends to cause a lot of lag spikes. Yep, there we go. There's lag spikes. I can dissuade it by disabling preview of my OBS. It tends to help out with a bit of lag. But it looks like over here the Grenadier squad does get suppressed by the Vickers gun, which is in a more of a back position. Now you can move it to the forward position or behind the Kupelwagen position, which is basically the same difference. We do have another Kupelwagen on the build queue. And as well as Battle Phase 2, you can see it's not actually being built because Battle Phase 2 is being prioritized first, of course. Sapper has, or Pioneers haven't upgraded with the PTRS. We got the Wasp upgrade there onto the Universal Carrier.
Cheeky buggers.
And do have some sort of, is that Desert Rat? I know that's a famous division from North Africa, like called the Desert Rat Division, so that may be some sort of Desert Rat. 11 Hussar, so I may be mistaken about that.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
So I got another, ooh, good rifle grenade there, but here comes a mortar barrage. Definitely more of a time on target barrage. We do have this. There you go. He does fall back. That flamer will rip him apart. This game already has pretty fast kill times, and now having both good targeting right there. He knows that getting a hit there can cause crits, such as main gun destroyed crit, and he decided to hit both of them to main gun crit, and now we got immobilized right there as well. Very good targeting there. Grenadier squad is receiving a bit of fire from this infantry section. Does have force to stand upgrade. Again, 3 levels of efficiency, but now severely wounded, needs to fall back. Here comes the Hussars. They're being upgraded. Looks like Thompson submachine guns. Submachine gun to cal 45. It's Thompson's. Just call it Thompson's. But it looks like they're more of Tommies rather than Thompsons with the forward grip. Does throw a frag grenade there into the bunker, not a bunker, garrison, and there goes that squad immediately due to a nice grenade of his own. So he has repaired up both the Brennan carriers, so they're both up and going, retracked and everything. Grenadier squads are advancing forward. Of course, got this Panzer Grenadier division as well. Flamer squad, he may be trying to advance forward to force fire the ground. He gets another good hit there as well. That Panzer Boucher has been doing some great work there. And the Wasp does go ahead and fall on back. These guys still engaged at range as the Grenadier squad is slowly being whittled away. He gets the main gun destroyed crit there as well. Ooh, and that one burned to death. I didn't see any flame effect. I didn't see any flamers hitting it. Am I going crazy? How did he burn to death? Either way, he burned to death. This sector region is still very much scared. The boys' AT rifle and the Vickers are both camouflaged, and they should be able to hold out most assets, barring tanks. Engine 42 is advancing forward, and we've got sound like an AT gun hit there.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Yep, we got a 7-pounder AT gun right there. Flamer squad advancing forward, or Flamer Wasp does receive the Panzerfaust there, getting severely damaging crit, as well as the Pinto gun are killed. Doesn't have a Pinto gun. And it looks like got the Universal Carrier over here getting suppressed by the MG42.
You have orders.
And let's see, engine damage. Let's see, the other one. Full functionality. It's still both in the same crit. I wonder if the crits are stacking, preventing him from able to move forward. No, he's using a emergency repair ability. That's why it's not moving. Oh, we got a mortar barrage being brought on in from the officer. He's a sporadic damage. The Universal Carrier is perhaps pushing a little bit too far forward. And also he is being upgraded to his company command post as well. Puma has been deployed on out. Sonderkraft, I don't even know how to pronounce that whatsoever. I'm just gonna call it Puma. Much slower than I'm using the base game. Vickers does get a first strike attack there, but currently getting no damage. Looks like he has loaded up the Puma with some high explosive rounds, which should help out, but of course there's some heavy cover in front of him. A very good line sight blocker or shock blocker. Officers receiving quite a bit of fire. We've got the run carrier advancing forward as well. The emergency repair does cost any munitions. And that Panzer Grenadier does get fully burned alive. Puma has received a bit of damage there. Grenadier is advancing forward. And now we've got a Cromwell being deployed on out. As well as something here, supply drop of some sort. Appears to be just fuel. And we got a
Enemy
manpower
causing
point
trouble,
deployed right
trying to
here
take one of our points.
to obtain more manpower. Let's use the observation post structured in order for that.
Machine gun fire incoming. We need orders.
Puma, line up a shot there on the Vickers. Looks like he has a... He's firing high explosive rounds now. Yeah, great hit there. Oh, what's the high explosive rounds actually a single target?
Enemy destroyed.
And this one's just a timed ability as well. This is a single shot. This is a duration ability, like heat rounds, basically. Mortar barrage been called in. He was not in that sector as well, so he didn't actually capture it up. Smoke barrage, more precisely. MG42 getting hit significantly, and also the Vickers finding a good bit of damage there as well. High explosive round was fired right there. He did receive a crit from the boy's AT rifle. Now the MG42 is trying to hit this squad. Got the Grenadiers now advancing forward. He may be overrun the MG, but this MG, no, not that MG, but this guy does get suppressed there. Carmel has hold fire turned on. He upgraded with the Mark 6 retrofit. Not so sure what that exactly does. Let's see. Precise radius of unit. Upgrades, also 35 increased sight radius. Holy crap. Grenadiers are now receiving a fire. Looks like these guys are being burned alive from machine gun rounds, actually. So that's what she's causing some burn effects.
Not anymore.
Allows short-range detection of vehicles from fog war, so it's a spotting upgrade, not necessarily any combat upgrade. Centaur has been deployed now, an excellent anti-aircraft piece. Smoke round being loaded up, trying to stop that PaK-40 from firing. It does either roll a bounce or miss on that Cromwell. Wasp charging forward, he may force fire the ground, trying to deal with that PaK-40, and he rolls a miss with his force fire on the ground. And I'm just surprised he didn't actually see this angle right there. Puma's skirting around, pretty wounded. PaK-40 lining up a shot. Lining up a shot. Lining, nope, didn't even fire a shot. And I'd like to get decrewed right there. AT rifle firing some rounds there. It does go ahead and burn the PaK-40 alive. Gumo lining up a shot there on the Universal Spearhead, does take it out, but does go down to the Cromwell tank. It was at half health, and so it goes down. Universal Spearhead has been loaded up with some lieutenant in the back. Of course, they can't really fire out from the back.
Secured. Awaiting more orders. We're being shot at!
Those roll a bounce there with this PaK-40. Does get suppressed, and now got the Comet tanking, not Comet, Centaur. Getting some great hits there onto that PaK-40. Rolls a miss there. PaK-40 seeing lots of fire from the Centaur.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
And the PaK-40 is getting reinforced thanks to him being close to the tier 1 structure. Engine 42 getting suppressed. He needs some sort of asset. He's bringing up his, what's it called, structure right now. Oh, and the Cromwell goes down. I was not paying attention. Must have been the Panzerfaust plus PaK-40, but I didn't think his health was that low. So I'm not sure how the Cromwell actually went down. What kind of kill animation is that? That's some kill animation I've never seen before. PaK-40 receiving quite a bit of hits right there. He may be trying to force fire the ground. It does get a hit there. He must have forced fire the ground, getting a hit down the Cromwell. Now the Centaur is going to be backing him off. I'm curious, one of these guys have vehicles destroyed. So this may have been the one who killed the Cromwell. Honestly, it doesn't. Ooh, mortar barrage into the base. Nasty. Seems like there's a lot of not a lot of kills on these grenadiers, but then again, there's not a whole lot of British forces left.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Try and build some sandbags while getting shot up by the AT guns, so that's looking great.
Taking hits from machine gunners.
Entry 42 is advancing. Does receive a. I'm still curious where those incendiary effects even coming from. Rifle grenade fired. Rolls a miss there onto that AT gun. Does get decrued, however.
Tank gun.
And looks like the universal carrier will be backing on off. Centaur, oh, it's not being repaired. There's a bit of an oversight there. We got another Cromwell on the build queue.
We're losing a capture point.
And it looks like the 6-pounder could potentially be claimed right there. The manpower point is under siege. Just fire Panzerfaust onto it, but it's pretty durable.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Over here we do have the intersection and the Cromwell advancing forward. The Grenadiers may try to get a Panzerfaust off onto it. Panzerfaust is being fired. That's... Ooh! Wait, Panzerfaust can kill Cromwells in one hit? Holy shit. That's a bit overpowered. 30 munitions for a one-hit kill on Cromwell? That is overpowered, I believe. I wonder how cheap the Cromwells actually are. Are they pretty cheap? No, they're not. They're 100 fuel. Looks like fuel income is relatively similar to vanilla. Centaur's advancing forward. Got a Churchill on the beyond the build queue. A Churchill 4, which I believe was a variant that had a 6-pounder, now it's a 75-pounder. And there's the scan attack, the strafing attack. Let's get a crew driver injured, but he's not falling back. Got smoke ability being utilized right there. Forces ground to ground unsuccessful. Throws a rifle grenade there and wipes out the officer. Pack 40 rolling some misses there. Centaur now has vision again. Didn't fell back. And looks like Pack 40 is going to be trying to run away. Looks like these guys are trying to build something. Looks like this structure was actually never fully built. That's been an oversight. Does lose the AT gun there. Pack 40 falling back. Ooh, grenade was thrown, or bundle grenade was thrown by the Pioneers.
Tank commander awaiting next
Churchill,
orders.
very slow, advancing forward. Was it going to be upgraded for more armor, as was the Vickers K into mount.
A new infantry section is ready for battle.
You got a number of structures being built. You do got a M3, which cannot, if I remember correctly, cannot be upgraded with the 50 cal, or the quad 50 cal, I should say. And now we do also have the maintenance bunker, the science facility automatically repair up. Just a buildable structure. As Grenadiers fire rifle grenade there onto the MG42. Does get some good damage there. And does wipe out that Vickers entirely. He could try capturing it for himself. That probably would not hurt. Panzer Jaeger has a Panzer Strike upgrade as well. 18 has been claimed by the Grenadiers. And now here comes the Churchill. Panzerfaust does fire, and look at that damage in the Panzerfaust. They nearly took out Churchill one hit. How much damage? Doesn't say how much damage actually does. But that's a bit absurd, honestly. Force fire the ground there, the strafing ability. It is free. Oh! It was straight up miss. Since a scan action, it fires, you'll see in the ground, these guys are getting hit by a suppression, but they are not actually getting hit themselves because the advanced range is hitting the terrain. We got looks like a Pentafor on the build queue. More intersections being deployed on out, and now we got the Churchill and the Centaur advancing forward. Over here, we got the Universal Carrier receiving a bit of fire, but sending out some fire. Taxing some troops on the battlefield. Churchill making his advance, loading high explosive round. Gets a great hit right there, and he may have wiped out a squad there as well. So overall, a pretty good amount of kills by the British forces. These forces are getting quite wounded as well. A lot of these squads need to fall back for the Wehrmacht player. Rifle grenade fires, but it hits the building. And smoke grenade potentially thrown by the Panzerjäger.
Infantry squad getting keen over here.
Nope, I hear the Panzer IV has been deployed now. Rotating its gun around, loading smoke round, it said.
Have lost a pack gun.
AT gun does go down as well. This Panzer Grenadier squad waiting to fall back. Throws a smoke round right there. Smoke grenade fired from the Grenadiers, very nice. Gonna smoke on the Churchill. MG42 will need to fall back relatively soon. And the Panzerjäger squad does fall back. Does take out the MG42. He's does roll a bounce there onto the Churchill. Being upgraded spotted now the Churchill. Good hits there on the Pack 40. Pack 40 finds a great pen there onto the Churchill. Bringing it down half health. Henceforth, maybe advancing forward, trying to deal with the Churchill. And now we got this half track loaded up with some infantry in the back.
Armor ready to move.
Looks like this HQ being upgraded with the Battle Phase 3 right now. Don't know why I wasn't reading that, because I already know what that means. Even read that. I already know what that means.
Panzer IV ready.
More supplies have been dropped on in. Looks like some more fuel.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Fence plating looks like an upgrade. Frontal rear armor. So it's like that's why sets are increased by why armor ratings are much different in this game than in live as well.
Panzer here.
Grenadiers engaging at long range. Bren carrier still alive. Could it be upgraded with the pinto mount for more firepower? Smoke grenade thrown, very nice. That could allow the SMG squad to advance forward.
Heavy tank awaiting orders.
Both Grenadiers gain some hits there onto these forces. Got a stealth AT gun and the Bren carrier. The Bren carrier is reinforcing nearby units.
Ready to mount her.
Churchill received a bit of fire, sends a shot, rolls a miss. Pack 40 sends a bounce as well. There's a lot of fire coming down that Churchill. Panzerjäger is trying to advance forward, does get pinned down by the MGs. There's another bounce down the Churchill. Must have used a heat round. Section getting quite wounded there. Will need to fall back a little soon. Yes, he does.
Cherry infantry firing at us. Cheeky buggers. What do you need? Let's be off.
Has got the Grenadiers engaging at long range. The Universal Carriers receiving a bit of bounces.
You now have a new Comet tank.
Fresh Comet tank has deployed out on the field. Being immediately turned to power as fire. There should allow them. Oop, there goes the Bren carrier. The Comet tank should allow them to deal with the Panzer IV much easier. Another Panzer Grenadier squad being deployed on out. We do got the Comet tank here. Could perhaps receive a Panzerfaust. And knowing how deadly Panzerfausts are for Churchills, and not Churchills, like Cromwells, he has to be very, very careful of that. And a lot of Pinto mounts here getting some great damage. There's also a landmine here, some Tellar mines. I don't know why, they just seem a little bit different. Small. I don't know why, they just seem different. Ooh, whatever squad was there just got wiped out. Great hit right there. And now the MG42 does fall back, but probably will get wiped out. There's a lot of MGs hitting it. Throw fires on rifle smoke, very nice. And those the MG42 does manage to escape on out of there. Patrick trying to line up a shot. Rolls a miss. And that Centaur does go ahead and suppress down that Panzerjäger. Also, some of these Panzer Grenadiers have been upgraded with STGs ×2. So right now there are 2 STGs and an MP40. Wait a second, I don't know why. Something just seemed a little bit off. Nope, it's not off. It's just me going crazy. Pack 40 receiving a bit of fire. Currently suppressed. Panzer IV is trying to push 24. Panzer IV is a little bit wounded. A smoke round was fired there. Panzer IV could be forced fire on the ground. Looks like he's not. Churchills are slowly advancing forward. And this Wasp here is still abandoned, but still recruitable. So is the AT gun. Panzerjäger is inside the garrison, receiving a bit of fire from the Churchill. But the MG is also able to deal damage to buildings. Panzerjäger, I'm sort of surprised that Panzer's not firing. Does get out of the garrison, does throw a smoke round from the AT gun, very nice.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
A bit of fuel is stored on up. He can deploy up Panther given he now has enough fuel. Immediately got that queued up. That's what he was saving up for. Pack 40, line up shot. Hans Brichet rolls a bounce. Gets a pen there onto the Centaur. Finds another hit there. Fully immobilizes the Comet tank. It would be a moment before. There it goes. And there it goes out as well. There goes the half track. The Churchill's lumbering his way forward, trying to deal with the Pack 40. And he's getting some great hits there onto the Pack 40 itself. Volks Grenadiers engaged at long range. Sounds like great for that. And we've got the Sappers now trying to grab the Comet tank. Trying to go for Panzerfaust, but so far it's unsuccessful. Panzer IV not fully repaired. Advancing forward. Still got the Tellar mine there. He must have missed it. Throw some rounds into the sandbags. Comet tank still has a damaged tracks. And rifle grenade was thrown and misses the repairing sappers, who are actually partially inside the tank. Another pack 40 is on the build queue.
Panther ready.
And this Panther should be very effective versus the armor. But of course, he still has to be careful with it. As far as backing off a little bit. Common Tank line up a shot. Gets a Pender onto the
Trained and ready to go.
Panzer IV. Does get a little stun crit there. Pack 40 does roll a miss. He has been upgraded with the improved breach.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
And now we got an LMG upgrade as well. Final rifle smoke, very nice. He will start making his advance now. Recon team's been pulled out. A nice cheap recon team. Multiple recon teams coming out. At this point in time, he has a good army on the field, so going for recon teams would be quite
Capture point is
handy.
being overrun.
Four of these Grenadiers, both of them upgraded with LMGs. Other recon team has pulled on out.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Churchill will spot that for us. Does roll a miss there.
Upgrade done.
Under fire from enemy bastards! Orders coming in!
Vickers advancing forward. This Grenadier squad is currently suppressed. Looks like the M4 Panther is engaging. Does receive a bounce there from the Churchill.
We have a new sniper under our command.
We got a bounce there on the Churchill as well. Bit of deflection damage, however. These units are behind some cover. They're trying to deal with the half track. The improved armor is allowing the half track seeing a lot less damage. But the crew in the back is receiving a bit of fire as well. Comet Tank is quite wounded, but can't really dive on in.
You have orders!
One of these squads is suppressed. It looks like these forces are going to come over here. Centaur should be able to help deal with these forces with no problem. The Pack 40 over here has nothing to reclaim, but of course we do have the Panther here. Let's look over the armored skirts upgrade. Truzen. And now the Panzer IV and Panther could make their way forward. Looks like the Churchill does find a hit there. Does get a nice engine burning crit, temporary speed reduction. Good hit there, and does get a hit there onto the Panzer IV as well. Engine burning as well, so he must have some sort of upgrade that gets burning engine crits. Don't see what though.
Fueled and ready.
The squad is a bit wounded. And the M3 half-track does support 5 slots in the back, so getting a 5-man squad in the back wouldn't hurt. At the rolls a miss there, or a bounce, same thing in return. And the Comet Tank's backing off a little bit. Grenadiers advancing forward, trying to get some of that heavy cover. A lot of forces in front of him. The Camouflage Recce squad as well. Right grenade was fired, rolls a miss. Loading high explosive round, that's going to hurt. Oh, it hurt indeed. Full wipe.
Kampfwagen is ready.
Pioneer's trying to repair up that Comet Tank. We do have, looks like another officer
We have been
deployed on the
assigned
field.
fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
This time for the Germans. And it looks like the advanced Jaegers are getting forced back. Almost getting wiped out right there. Grenadier squad advancing forward. There is a MG being set up right there, Vickers. It may suppress these forces. We've got a bit of damage pitching onto them. Grenade was fired. These forces are making their advance. AT rifle does connect, rolls a miss, or bounce. Two column tanks advance forward, trying to deal with these forces. And there goes the Panzer IV. Pack 40 does find a good hit there.
One of our anti-tank
Panther
guns
shows
is
plenty of
gone.
health, but quite wounded. Pack 40 looks like it rolls another bounce there, or miss. Notice that squad got wiped out again as well. So he is out of those Grenadiers, only have Panic Grenadiers left, and does get a good hit there. Going for another Grenadier. Wait, oh, 17 pounder? Wait, what? Okay, I have to look at this. Yep, that's scooting along the ground. I can't deny them for their ingenuity. I think the other weapons, like the Left 18 and the Pack 43, can be pushed around, but the 17 pounder's model is different. But he has called on 17 pounder. Does roll a bounce there onto the Comet tank. It's severely wounded. That would have pinned. He would have got a kill.
Infantry squads now.
And the Wehrmacht player has a lot of fuel stored up. He could potentially get out another Panther relatively soon. Just needs more manpower. Put it there onto the Panther. Pack 40 fires, shot, rolls, and miss or bounce. Pack 40 is currently suppressed. We got the scout squad behind it. Does fall back the scout squad. This Pack 40 firing shot as well, but rolls a miss. The various support weapons are down right there. The scout squad is still in the region.
You'll find it very bracing up there.
Another spotter there. Smoke round was fired. Very nice.
Damned enemies tried to take a point from us.
And this point is being captured on up.
Enemy bastard infantry attack!
The Panzer Grenadier squad is getting suppressed. And now we've got a dropped LMG there as well. Pack 40 line up shot. Ooh, but
Enemy has destroyed
gets
an
wiped out by
anti-tank
the comm tank by a high explosive round. Smoke round was fired once again, but the scout squad is able to spot some stuff. Does still provide a line of sight block for their vehicles.
Upgrade finished. Very handy.
Comm tank with priorities fire advancing forward. Panther advancing. Looks like it bounces from both sides or misses. As Faust is firing, gets a hit there and takes out the Comet tank. Oof, those Panzerfausts are deadly. Fired a shot there, rolls a miss there on the M3. Comet takes advance forward. And looks like got a first traversal jam, so now it is an assault gun. A diagonal assault gun. Pack 40
Orders.
line up a shot there. Does get suppressed. Finds a hit there on the Comet tank. And Jaeger squad does get pinned there. And force fire on the ground takes out the Comet tank there as well. And there goes the M3. Another M3 is advancing forward. This is a lot of armor going down for the British forces. Does his AT gun there, throws a grenade there, takes out most of the Kicheung pioneers, or the pioneers. He does fall back there now. Okay, we'll manage to fall back with that half track. Now that the Churchill's still alive, that's his last remaining armored asset besides the Centaur, who's just going to be defensive. Throws out a grenade there, trying to get rid of, I guess, the crew of that squad.
The Panther has arrived from the fatherland.
Now the Panther has been pulled out. The first one is severely wounded. Gets close out of the Pioneer squad. Volk's Grenadier squad received a bit of fire. And now the MG42 squad does fall on back. We got some bulls here? I have no idea what type of squad that is. Wait for him to get out of garrison to see what it is. But he is using the assault guards, the assault section skin. Rifle grenade was fired. Also getting suppressed and pinned. Churchill squad is falling on back. The bullhead squad is quite wounded. And let's see, it does fall back. Assault brigade infantry section or engineer section. So some sort of assault sappers. Also does fall back there. Fresh Panther advancing forward. The other Panther's being prepared on up. Another combat on the build queue. Let's fire a shot there onto the infantry section.
There's a comet tank ready to go.
And somehow this officer's up spotter is at the 5 levels of veterancy. Must have AoE veterancy. Now we've got 8 Vickers in place and being pulled down. On a side note as well, in order to prevent that crew member being there immediately, just simply have them not spawn, and upon completing construction, you can set the crew member there as well. And potentially the gun itself by adding the weapon once it's fully built, and use a dummy weapon. Panthers, both of them upgraded armor skirts. No pinto mounts on them. AT rifle does fire. And the bunker is receiving a bit of fire. Churchill is does suppress down the Pioneer. Assault squad is, assault engineers advancing forward. They're throwing out a gammon bomb. That's got a great hit right there. And they do force those squads back. Ooh, and there's a double attack there by the Panthers, taking out that Churchill. Nice stun, critical hit, excessive damage, revealed critical components. There's an overall armor rating for a short time. Right there onto the combat tank there, getting a bit of a crew daze. Looks like a rifle smoke was being fired, or a rifle flare. Panthers are seeing a bit of fire. These Panthers will need a lot of repair, so take a bit of time. Comet tank has been pulled back. Another comet tank on the build queue. How much are our comet tanks? 125, so less than a Panther. And let's say it does not have an access to a Firefly. Oh, the Crocodile costs us munitions in the deployment. Unusual, but I can see that. There's a fallback to the officer squad. Pioneers are repairing up these Panthers. He just spot the Recce squad there. Recce squad's still going to stand and fight. And the Recce squad's getting some great hits there. They hardly took any damage there. Ow, that was a bit of friendly fire, wasn't it? Yep, friendly fire is real. Does spot the 17-pounder as well. Ooh, and lose that squad entirely. Panthers have been fully repaired. Another rifle flare has been fired. There's an assault section has been upgraded with bazooka. Should be very effective, but does roll a miss there. Panthers are now engaged at long range. When this gets suppressed, it does get a loader injured. crit onto the carcass. Sandbag there. He's finding from good position there. The Axis player is having trouble getting out of his base. It does get a lot of damage there. They also managed to get to cover with all of its models. Let's fall back early, however. At this point in time, he may need to call in some sort of off-map to help deal with this area. If not a short barrel Panzer IV, I saw that as one possible item he can deploy out, but he's going for another Panther. Got full Panther spam. This Teller Mine is still here. Ooh, and good hit there by the 17-pounder. 17-pounder is making his advance. Panther is backing off away. Panther, that was the other Panther that got hit. The other Panther is still alive. And now got this Grenadier squad. We're seeing quite a bit of fire. Or Volk's Grenadiers. They do fall back now. Pioneers repairing up these Panthers now. Got another comm tank on the build queue to match the Panthers. And wait, the British player has 0 munitions income? Okay, he has some sort of ability on to produce his munitions income, right? Let's see. That. He must have some sort of conversion turned on for that munitions. Oh, there goes his munitions there. Wait, are you capped out at 600 munitions? There may be actually a munitions cap. Let's see if it stops at 600 again. Yep, there is a cap of munitions. Very interesting. Oh, might as well spend it. You got Pioneers that are going to be upgraded of something. Looks like he's going to be repairing up the Wasp and claiming it. Looks like he is getting some hits there with his Pack 40. And just slowly advancing. Recon squad does fall back there. Common tank firing some rounds onto the Pioneer squad. Other comm tanks advancing forward. He has 3 comm tanks. He has 2 half tracks as well. He may eye for some mounted play. One of them's loaded up with a bazooka. Panthers advancing forward. Does receive a miss from the captured Pack 40. He does utilize the displace ability. That may have been a misclick. I'm not so sure. Rolls a miss there onto the high explosive shot. Does receive a pen there as well. The Pioneers, they can repair it up quite quickly, however. And does take out, I think that's just cover right there. Oh, here, Panthers are not doing much at the moment. Pioneer squad engaging at range against these various forces. The 17-pounder has extra member, or 6 members. I think it takes 4 members actually crew the thing, because I see 4 members right there, 4 slots. Comet tank does receive a pen there from the Panthers. Need to fall back. This other comet tank is advancing forward, trying to eye a shot on something. Receives a pin as well. Panthers getting some good work in. Pack 40 does roll a miss there.
Take it over.
It does fire a shot there onto this Panther. Over here, looks like the Panzerjäger immediately gets pinned behind cover. We find a line of sight blocker, and the Grenadier Squad, Panzer Grenadier Squad does fall back. The Volksgrenadier Squad is sprinting on forward. Seeing a bit of fire. Yes, I can. I can see your YouTube chat right there. And you probably see yours in the middle of the screen now. Middle bottom. 80 gun shot does miss right there. The combat tanks are here as the Centaur's falling back. Panthers making their way forward. Got the Petrifiches advancing forward, but they are getting ripped apart. They are getting suppressed and pinned. The Panthers are seeing a bit of fire, but nothing too critical. We do got the combat tank here now down to half health. Intersection's advancing forward. We got the MG bunker here. Panthers receive a bit of fire. Let's go to the comm tank. This comm tank receive a pen from this one over here. It may receive a kill there. Yeah, the comm tank does go down. These ones are getting suppressed. So, okay. So they put a cap on all the resources, which will perhaps convince people to spend it. You should really try to pin as many whenever you can either way. It looks like the track does get snared on the Panther. Pack 40 finds a shot there on the 17 pounder, but it may take out the Panther. Panther is immobilized in front of it, which is not good. The 17 pounder is receiving quite a bit of damage. It does get fully pinned there. And he's going to try to back away with it now. He is going to reinforce on the front line. I'm not sure from where. Oh, must have been from this half track here. And it's going to be pushing the engines to limit. No overblitz supply trucks for Axis player. Oh. Yep, he just got one out, didn't he? He does activate the repairability right there. Field maintenance. And looks like it does receive a bounce there. Pack capture pack 40 is in range, of course, with the Panzer Tactician. Is he even in radius of the Opal Blitz? Yes, he is. Ooh, these guys are all getting suppressed and pinned. Vickers' gun is behind some heavy cover. He's a great suppression there. He really needs to flank a little bit more with it. But then again, it's similar radius. He needs to push forward 2 squads over here and look past 2 squads bait over here.
So we're happy over here.
Well, I suppose the smoke grenade can help out with that as well. Panther is fully repaired, barring the one that has who's tracked. Volksgrenadier squad getting ripped apart, throws a grenade there on the Vickers. Does wipe out the Volksgrenadier and does wipe out the Vickers. Ooh, he may have lost that other squad as well, which was a Panzer Grenadier, I believe. Intersection squad does fall back up. The Vickers in place to try and deal with the Panthers himself. He will fail. Oh, that's very nice. Having repair out of combat. Sort of like the ambulance as well, where a heal is out of combat. Especially because the repair stacks. Oh, those are repair orders and stack. That could be very useful indeed. Ooh. Panthers receiving quite a bit of fire as well. Almost dead. Pushing way forward. Got a driver injured crit. The other Panthers advancing forward. 17 pounder. 4 levels of efficacy, alive, but facing the wrong angle. This comp tank does find a bounce there as well. Another good hit there. He's falling on back. Got this AT gun set on up. And these Panthers do need a bit of repairs, but luckily he does have, of course, the Opal truck for that. Let's see, is this, oh, it's a toggle ability. I know that I made my mod. I changed how ambulances work, so it's now passive when stop moving, of course, out of combat. which that something could be done for these this Opal Blitz as well, because so it's more of a passive when you stop moving, get the repair radius. Panther A's, okay. I can't really read the entire name, so okay, it is an earlier version of Panther A. Thinner armor, worse engines, hence the displace ability. Oh, okay, got it. Slight change in engine failure. Honestly, I could see the more double-edged sword abilities, though fired up in vanilla before they changed it, was one of those abilities that just make it so you don't want to use it whatsoever. Panther may receive some fire there, receive some bounces from the 17-pounder.
Sorry, chaps, but I...
And looks like this half-track has gone down, so no more forward reinforcements. Vickers gun receiving quite a bit of fire right now, fully pinned. Recce squad does spot everything. And watch the buddies die. Contact advancing forward, does find a hit there onto this Panther, severely wounded. Pack 40 is here to help protect. Trying to prepare to combat, but those lose that Panther entirely. Comet Tank does get tracked right there. It does actually fully go down. This Comet Tank is quite healthy. Fresh Comet Tank. Let's see, in the little Comcraft Center? Doesn't look like it, or... Oh, this is some sort of... Oh, there's a... Comcraft... Yeah, Comcraft Zuntium. Veterans, but that's just meant for veterans to see. No, I don't see half-track stuff. The MG-34 is receiving quite a bit of fire right there. Does got a... damaged gunner there. Pioneer squad and try and engage the Pack 40, so we'll slowly get that wood away. We currently have 2 Panthers alive, the third one's on the build queue. Like it's free LV vet of each tech pace is fast. Light vehicle veterancy. Oh, that's what you mean. Got it. Yeah, now I can see it's already been upgraded. I would say a bit of a quality of life thing is to make it so if this turns into a passive ability once the third one's upgraded. So rather than just the no symbol there. One of those things to polish the things that can be quite nice, but I'm trying to incorporate my own mod a little bit more if I actually really focus on it. I just sort of been not sort of burnt out and modifying my own mod. Plus, there's so much to do, not enough time. Sections capture this fuel point there, and he does still need more and more fuel. The Wehrmacht player does have a bit of fuel reserves, just mostly need manpower from now on. Let's get his third Panther rebuilt, getting armored skirts immediately. I am part of a Spearhead mod server. I'm not sure it's the same one. That's where I got these replays. Panther's moving way forward, receiving a bit of fire. This Panther goes down, get caught all these shots onto him with a 6-pounder and the Comet Tanks. I haven't heard that voice line before. But losing these Panthers like this, he's lost too much Panthers, he's lost a lot of infantry, he's low on manpower. And there goes that Comet to the Panther track. Very, very good hit there. Everybody needs to get sort of back in the game, picking off some of these vehicles, allows Panthers more breathing room. Right now, the 70-pounder is causing a lot of issues. There's another Grenadier on the build queue. Let's see. Command tank, some sort of command tank, that is. The Sapper squad is engaging the Panzerjäger. And looks like he does take out another combat tank.
Blasted swine.
Taking out these combat tanks is very, very important in order to get him back in the game. Panther destroys some of that heavy cover there, and Panther starts to destroy some of the line of sight blockers here as well. Good hits there onto the combat tank, but they got the 70-pounder now engaging, but Royal does roll a miss there. MG-40-34 advance forward, and there goes the last combat tank. This is exactly what the Bearmont player needs to get back in the game, taking out all of his opponent's armor, just leaving a Centaur remaining.
Ready to roll.
17-pounder receiving lots of fire now. Do got a bazooka loaded in the back of this half track. He's trying to reinforce it, but does get decrewed right there. Setting some engines on fire that's already down. Takes out the carcass.
Cherry infantry
And these guys are receiving quite a bit of fire right now. Good, it's there. And looks like this Volksgrenadier squad does fall back. Intersection's being ripped apart. He's trying to go forward. Looks like another 17-pounder. He needs to get this one reinforced as well. This guy currently is suppressed. Can't really get that reinforced at the moment. Panther's skirmishing around. He does have Vector C3 and unvetted Panthers. Panther slowly crawling forward. We got the Centaur falling back. The Bazooka squad does get suppressed there. Panther Grenadier is advancing forward, trying to get some good hits on in. And the Panthers are slowly creeping on forward. Centaur skirmishing around. This is his last remaining vehicle.
Enemy causing trouble.
Press
Trying to take
17-pounder,
one of our points.
slowly scuttling its way forward.
Unit lost. Dash it all.
Panzer Grenadier squad's in. I heard the unit's been lost. It could have been off. I think it was a Recce squad. His Recce squad's not enough fire. Has 4 kills, surprise enough. And the Panther's pushing way forward.
Waiting orders.
Half track could be next. Sending
Our
powder.
counterpoint. That's
Still
right
way
to
back
take it.
here. And it looks like the Recce team is receiving a bit of fire.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
You need something?
Panther. Oh! That had been the. There's this place. He used it and immediately got it engine damage. Is it temporary or repaired to full functionality so it has the same 1 point of damage and the engine's immediately damaged? As a gamble sometimes. And fixed. Looks like the Panzer Grenadiers have been upgraded with MG42s. Oh, I actually don't see the upgrade actually upgrade over here. I suppose he could use that. The problem is it's not his fuel. What he needs is manpower. The munitions wouldn't hurt though. He has pretty low munitions. Just throw a grenade over the throne. Or you're talking about the British player, which he could use. None of that stuff. He needs manpower as well. Does lose that squad entirely. The British player is starting to disintegrate. Bazooka squad, mounted bazooka, gets annihilated.
Our supply line.
Ah, he picked up the LMG. That's what happened. Got it. This is Andgrade saying thank you for watching and moving on to the next replay.